on Roblox drama! Roblox has been a naughty, naughty boy in the schoolyard, bringing some Sonic merchandise in to show the other kids, but not disclosing that it is an actual advertisement and he was paid off by Sonic's company. At least according to a consumer ad watchdog, Tina.org. And this has forced Roblox to change their equivalent of the United States Constitution, their advertising guidelines. Just what is this watchdog claiming? What changes are Roblox making? And how does this affect your favorite game, Car Ride into a Poop Simulator? Well, we got the scoop to keep you in the loop. Let's get right into the drama. Oh, it's been a wild ride on the Roblox stock market ever since it got released. Good news can shoot it up and bad news can send it crashing down faster than a rocket. I actually know a few people who invested in this and currently it's at an almost all-time low, which is exactly why Roblox wants to avoid bad news. Well, unfortunately, the boogeyman is jumping out of the closet at them, ready to frighten poor little 4-year-old Roblox with horrifying accusations of deceptive marketing. Just a couple of days ago, an article was released on a website called Adage titled "Roblox Accused of Deceptive Marketing in Complaint to the FTC," which is the Federal Trade Commission. So if you don't know what Tina.org is, they're basically like an internet ad watchdog. They're like the cops in Jailbreak, but instead of arresting you and tasing you if you post an illegal ad or something, they're gonna go complain to the government. And in this article, they found a number of companies, including Nike, Vans, Netflix, and Mattel, among others, have jumped onto the why am I thinking about Among Us? Have jumped into the Roblox metaverse with reckless abandon, creating undisclosed advertisements and other promotional content that are disguised as games and often indistinguishable from organic content. And while being able to discern what is and isn't marketing is difficult for adult users on the platform, it is impossible for the more than 25 million children playing in this metaverse on a daily basis, as children are unable to identify advergames. And if you don't know what advergames are, basically they're games that act as advertisements on the Roblox platform. So if you played the recent Chipotle game, that would be an advergame on Roblox. And Nike, I think they had a game. And I even think events and concerts for like Why Don't We and all those wacky people, Lil Nas X might also count as one of those. But they're basically saying that Roblox is allowing these advertisers to make their games in a way that like little Timmy 43 doesn't know that it's an actual ad. And so he's like, wow, this game is banging! I suddenly love the Chipotle game. It's my favorite game on the platform. I'm gonna go get obese at their real life restaurants. And he doesn't know as he's saying that the reason the game's there is because it's an advertisement. And to be honest, I can kind of see where they're coming from. If we look at the Chipotle Burrito Builder game page on Roblox, there's not really an indicator that it is an ad. I would have assumed that it would be in the description, like front and center, massive banging, this is an ad right here, don't play it. But no, it's just welcome to Chipotle Burrito Builder, blah, blah, blah. It's like a normal game. So as kids seeing this would probably be like, oh, I love this developer, Mr. Chipotle, who made a totally organic and non-sponsored game, Chipotle Burrito Builder. And going into the game as well, you don't really see that, oh, this is a sponsored ad. Although I could entirely be wrong and this might, I don't know, somehow legally not qualify as an advertisement because they're working with Roblox. But I can guarantee you if this was on YouTube and YouTubers have faced this exact thing before, we would have to be saying everywhere that this is an ad. If we posted it on Twitter, we'd have to put hashtag advertisement, hashtag we are selling out, hashtag we are paid shills. If you've ever seen a Raid Shadow Legends ad, the YouTubers always say, this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. We have to put that there, and so I'm surprised that Roblox's events and stuff really don't need to. They don't just mention advergames in this article though, they also mention undisclosed influencer marketing, as well as unsubstantiated income claims, which is interesting because they define this as luring in Roblox users with the promise that they can make an enormous amount of Robux and millions of dollars as game developers, despite the fact that the vast majority of Roblox game developers will never make any money. The whole center point with like Linus Tech Tips' hate for the platform as well. And while we're not gonna get into that sphere of talking today, it is kind of interesting if you think about it. I remember I played Gym Tycoon just a couple of videos ago, one of my all-time favorite games on Roblox, being stalked by Bulk Brogan himself. And when I got into that game, I was chilling, I was just walking down the street trying to escape Bulk Brogan, and bam! I got jump scared by the pink fairy girl from Fairly Odd Parents. And I'm like, oh wow, that's a really on-the-nose advertisement. She was screaming at me to go check out the new Fairly Odd Parents movie. For this advertisement, they do specifically say that it is a hashtag ad, so I'm sure this would be fine. But that article must have really struck a nerve with Roblox, because not even a day later, we get a crazy brand new update to our advertising guidelines. Specifically, starting the week of June 6th, we will block all calls to third-party ad networks. Now, I'm obviously no Preston of Pet Simulator X. I still have holes in my shirt occasionally, and I also don't have very much experience with creating Roblox games, so I don't have a crazy good understanding of what third-party ad networks are. But if we go into the Q&A, we have a pretty good idea of what Roblox means by this. Question: I'm working with an advertising network. Can I embed their code in my experience? Can I put their code in the game? No, we do not currently permit developers to work with third-party ad networks to serve ads in their experience. Serving ad content not directly uploaded by you, the developer, within a Roblox experience is prohibited. If you are using ad-related code to track people or decide what assets, not uploaded by you, will show up in your experience, you are not in control of what your experience is showing to your users. Now, I can't think of any examples where this has happened, but it must be happening. Say you were a game developer and Sega came to you being like, yo, we want to put Sonic in your game. Just allow us to put this code into your game that will do some stuff. And that code in the game can then do stuff that the advertisers want. Like basically, if a guy avatar joins the game, Sonic will spawn and Sonic will come running up to him and pat him on the back and say he really likes them and that they're really, really cool. And if it's a girl avatar that joins the game, Sonic goes up to them and says, wow, you're pretty lame because you're a girl. Like, if they really want to promote Sonic as a real douche, like as a real loser and like a real bad person, they could do that. I don't know why they'd want to do it, but it could be like an advertising thing that they want to make Sonic into a person who doesn't like girls. And for the record, I'm sure he does, normally. They continue saying, it's important that Roblox remains safe and appropriate for all people while respecting user privacy. In order to do this, we expect developers and their content to be in line with our policies, meaning developers must retain full control of the content that is shown in experiences across the platform. So it's also a privacy thing, being that advertisers can't embed code in the game, which gives them data about users. So like Big Jim 44 came onto Sonic Simulator for approximately 30 minutes before logging off, and then he came back on 8 hours later, so now we know his time zone. We can assume that Big Jim 34 is in America. Let's get the FBI on his butt and make him watch Sonic. And honestly, I do think this is a good change, because the more privacy, the better, and having less advertisers tracking you in game and everything, that's definitely a good thing. So props to Roblox for doing that. I don't know how far the other accusations are going to go, because remember, Tina.org is just reporting this to the Federal Trade Commission, so they're just reporting it. The FTC might be like, no, you're an idiot, I hate you, we prefer Roblox, my son plays Roblox, get out of here, nerd. They could completely throw it out. Or it could become a big deal, and Roblox again is going to get shanked right in the belly, which I hope doesn't happen, but I'll be definitely keeping an eye on it and updating you if anything crazy happens. But what do you think about this? Have you been in a game where you got ambushed by a crazy wild Chipotle burrito and like you weren't sure whether it was an advertisement or not? Let me know down below. I'll catch you in tomorrow's video. Goodbye.